Hello friends, so the other day I was online, and I ran into one of those intelligence tests, where it asked me if I could correctly count the number of squares inside of an image, and apparently, if I was able to count them correctly, then I officially have above average intelligence. Well, this definitely looks like a pretty authoritative test. I'll just count the squares really quickly, and then I will finally confirm, once and for all, my long-held suspicion that I'm a pretty smart guy. Sounds like a straightforward plan. So anyway, I started counting the squares, and about 20 squares in, I began to wonder about the etymology of the word intelligence. So I did some research and discovered not only the word's Latin roots, but was also able to read between the lines, so to speak, and really get to the true story of the word's origins. So, through Old French, our word intelligence is a descendant of the Latin verb intelligere, which meant to comprehend or perceive. Well, that makes sense. Now, interestingly, that verb intelligere is actually a combination of two Latin words, inter and leggere. We may recognize the first word, inter, which is often used as a prefix in many English words to denote between. And those of us who know Romance languages, or also German, may recognize the second component, the Latin verb leggere, which meant to read, and which, logically enough, is the ancestor of the verb for to read in many modern languages. The verb also meant to select, or to choose. So someone who had intelligence in the original Latin meaning was someone who not only, quite literally, read between the lines, but was also someone who could discern different options and ideas, and make an informed selection between them. Good to know. Now, back to our intelligence test. So despite my temporary distraction, I did finally end up taking the time to count the squares in the image, only to find out that, apparently, I'd missed a few, and therefore failed the exercise. Oops. Well, unfortunately, according to the results of the exercise, and perhaps more importantly, according to the etymological definition of intelligence that we just learned, I was unable to be discerning enough to select all the squares on the page, and therefore, in this instance at least, clearly did not demonstrate above average intelligence, let alone any intelligence at all. So that admittedly throws an awkward wrench into my plan to show that I'm a smart guy, and I guess I'm actually pretty average when it comes to intelligence, and that's fine by me. And in any case, there is one more potential silver lining to this whole failed test. You see, I'm often called a square due to my etymology hobby, and yet I failed to identify actual squares in an online image when prompted to do so. So therefore, I can't be that much of a square, right? Thanks for watching.